Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr. And on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Hola a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal Oblong Polka Dots. Me llamo Kerr y en este canal hablamos de maquillaje, cuidado de piel y belleza. Entonces, si eso es algo que te gusta, has venido al lugar correcto. Ok, tengo mucho tiempo hoy porque sábado, es sábado. Woo, girl, not está, es sábado. All day long, todo el día es sábado. Okay, today is Saturday, all day long, you guys. So I have a palette here from Morphe. It's called the Lunarious Power Multi-Effects palette. I hauled this in a video probably a few months ago. And I put it into my Shop My Stash video because I want to use it. Morphe definitely is one of my favorite brands in terms of a brand that makes really good eyeshadows, and also I really enjoy their brushes. So I wanted to give this a try. This palette does not have a mirror. Esta paleta no tiene el espejo, pero mira los colores. Now, I know that this looks kind of plain, but I like neutral palettes. I like plain palettes. I know I have a ton of palettes with lots of color, but I naturally gravitate towards a neutral palette. So when I saw this, I was like, I have to pick it up. There's a couple things that really appealed to me about this palette. And the first thing is this black right here. I have so many palettes where las paletas no tiene el color negro, y necesito para muchos looks cuando me gusta cuando el color aquí is dramatic, like a really deep look, followed by the other colors. And you can't really get that without having like a really nice black. So if for anything, that would be a reason for me to pick up this palette. And then the other thing is, I just love these kind of neutral chocolate browns. So tiene los dos colores chocolate, eso y eso. These two juntos is it's so beautiful together. When you put those two kinds of colors together, you can make a really beautiful look. And lastly, look at these shimmers. I know it's not picking up very well on camera, which sucks, but this one is like como de oro, y this one is like gold, and then this one is like a platinum color. Now, admittedly, I don't believe I'm going to use this. No creo que, yeah, I don't think. No creo que, how do I say that? No creo que usar el color porque tiene demasiado blanco. It has a little too much white. But the other colors, los otros colores, sí, I can use those for sure. So I'm going out with my friends this evening, and I just wanted to put together a look that was like appropriate for evening. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start off with, let me put this away. I've changed my mind a couple times before I turn the camera on about how I want to approach this look. But I think I'm going to go with something that's a little more deep, a little more sultry, because I'm going out with my friends. So I'm going to start off with the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Foils as my base. And this is in the shade Rocket. Rocket is kind of like a gray purple color, but it also looks like it has a little bit of brown. And remember, you guys, if you are new to my channel, when you're using these little Danessa Myricks colors, like use a little tiny bit. Usa un poquito, because it's really, really pigmented. Look, see that? That's like plenty. So we're going to pop this on the lid, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. When you put these on, it's like, it's almost as if the pigment just keeps going. You know what I mean? So we're going to do half of the eye with this really beautiful pigment to lay down the color on top of it. So it's nice and dramatic. And these are actually meant to be used alone. Um, puedes, puedes usar los colores de Danessa Myricks a solo, solamente. Y, you know, you can just put it on and that will be a one and done. But in my case, I love these as a base. I really like to use them on the lid and then put a color on top of it so that it really pops. That's my favorite way to use these. But again, if you're in a hurry or you have somewhere to be, or you know, you just don't, you may not feel like you have the skill for it, this is a really good alternative to a powder shadow, because what you can do is you can literally just put it onto your lid and you're done. You throw on a little bit of mascara if you want to. You don't even have to use a liner if you don't want, really. But I think these are awesome. It's just the slight learning curve of not using too much product. You saw the little tiny dots that I put on there, and that's quite literally, it's plenty. You don't need more than that, I promise. And another thing I really love about these is they dry quickly and they don't budge. They don't crease, they don't move. I know, I said I was only going to do half of the eye, but this color's so pretty, you guys. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I just have to get up in here. I really do. But just remember that because it dries quickly, you want to get your pat, 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 pat down. You're not like rubbing it, you're patting it. And I need to learn the word for pat. Okay, that's good. We don't need more than that. And you can see already, just like you can see on my lid, how you really can just take this color and just, that's it. And it's true for most of the other ones too. They are like literally just a one and done. All right, let's grab a flat brush and we're going to start off with our shadows. I'm going to go in with this really deep purplish brown. It's called Shadow Phase. This one right here. El primero color uso es Shadow Phase. We're going to go here. Wow. I don't know, you guys. No sé. This might be a little too dark, but why not? Why not? Let's do it. Come on. And we're just going to pat this in the outer corner. I can tell already we're probably going to have to do a little bit of cleaning up, but that's okay. Morphe shadows are fantastic. They're just beautiful. They're saturated. They blend easily. They wear well. They play well with others. I don't know what else I can say. And we're going to press it into this corner here. And we're just patting it in. We're not going to do anything more than that. Plus, we want to be careful, you know, pero cuidado con los colores that are dark, because it can like take over your whole eye. So you really want to use just a little bit and just pat it in carefully. And we're going to keep that angle as well, because that's what's going to lift the eye. We're going to have to pop something warm into the crease, because otherwise it's just going to like dominate. Okay, we're going to pop a little bit more here. Poco a poco, little by little. And I'm coming right down here to the lash line. You can see that, right? And we will clean this up. Don't even worry about making a mess, you guys. It's fine. It is just fine. Okay, so the next color, el próximo color quiero usar es Gravitational Pull. Eso. Gravitational Pull. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the same brush, el mismo. And let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. So we're going to pop this right here. cerca de el primero color, right next to the first color. And we're patting this in too, right? Just patting it in, taking it all the way down to the lash line right here. And then we'll grab the other side and do the same thing. So now we're like working towards the center of the lid. Okay, and let's see. Next, let's use, I think we should probably just finish off with a sparkle, really. So I'm thinking though that I'm gonna have to use my NYX glitter primer because I have the feeling that the color I want to use is not going to stick to the lid otherwise. So let's grab that. Okay, so this is the NYX glitter primer. I love this stuff. It is one of the best primers ever, and whatever you put on top of it, it's going to stick. It's not going anywhere. I like to apply mine with like a synthetic brush. And just remember, wherever you put it, it's going to get sticky. So you're not going to rub it, you're going to pat it. And it dries pretty quickly. And I'm going to take this just short of the center of my lid. And we're going to let that dry. If you could see the brush like against my eye, you would see that it's like sticky. So you know whatever is going to go on top of it is going to stay. All right, let's get back to what we were just doing. So let's grab this color. This is going to be the last color on the lid, I think, unless I use something else for like a highlighter. But we're going to use Cosmic Shift. This one right here, Cosmic Shift. And we're going to take our brush. Let's take a clean brush. Let's grab another one because I don't want to mix the colors in together, you know. So we're going to grab one like this. And we're going to go into Cosmic Shift. Wow. Look at that. And we're just going to pat this down. Yeah, this is what I'm going for. This is the look I'm going for. I want something that's like, I'm going out, that kind of look. I'm going to go hang out with my friends and we're going to have a good time. We're going to sit around sipping cocktails and talking trash. That kind of thing. Having appetizers. I think we're actually going to a restaurant. I cannot remember. I got to look at the calendar invite. There we go. Ta-da! ¿Qué crees? ¿Te gusta? I like it. I like the way it turned out. All right, so now let's make sure we're done with that. Pull in a little bit more. Just a little. And then like I was saying earlier, we got to do something about this crease. We got to warm it up somehow or something. So I'm going to take that same color, el mismo color, gravitational pull, and we're going to take that and put it in the crease. Right up here. And we're not going all the way to the brow bone, but we're coming just below the brow bone. So in this area right here. And then after that, we can do a little cleaning up and start working on the rest of the face. How are you guys? I am talking your ear off and I'm not even asking y'all, how are you doing? How's everything going? When you see this video, I think we're still going to be in the holiday season, but right now I have videos that I filmed that are going up in January. That's how far ahead I am. But currently it is November 18th. That is today's date. And I'm just wondering how you are doing. I hope that you're well. I try to put the good energy out there for you guys and let you know I care about you, that I hope you and your families are well, that you're just making it through like everybody else and just pushing and growing every day. But yes, I care about you. I just want you to know that. Let's clean up a little bit. So you can see down here, right? There's a little bit of fallout. Same is true for this eye. So we're just going to take a wipe and we're going to clean that up. And we're just pulling straight out like that. Real gentle. Be very gentle, especially around the eyes, but be gentle with yourself in general. Okay? The world is hard enough. Just be gentle. Okay, that's better. Much better. We still have a little bit of glitter underneath the eye, but that can't always be helped. Sometimes that's how it is. Nothing wrong with it either. I think it looks kind of nice. All right, now let's do this. I have my e.l.f. lip oil. I really, really love this stuff. Me gusta mucho. Compré eso en Ulta. Yeah. Y compré los tres. Y este es el primero oil que uso, right? Use? Yeah, past tense that I used. All right, so we're going to do this. And I meant to do this first, but I kind of started talking your ear off about that palette. You know how I am, you guys. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and just start working on the rest of the face. I have the e.l.f. Jellypop Dew Primer. I really like this porque ahorita mi piel está muy seca. No, seco. Mi piel está muy seco. Y porque es otoño, because it's fall, my skin is really dry right now. And I need all of the moisture I can get. The other thing I like about this is it smells like como de, is it fresas? Strawberries? Kind of like strawberries a little bit. If you're sensitive to scent, I'm not sure this would bother you too much because it really does dry pretty quickly. And the scent is not strong. It's just kind of like almost like a little scratch and sniff sticker that's lost most of its sniff. I don't know. Did they make those anymore? The scratch and sniff stickers, you guys? Did I just age myself even more? When I was little, they did. They also had these pens that you could like play with. Well, not play with, like you color, but you could sniff the pen too and it smelled really good, like some kind of synthetic candy. I digress. Let's get in here, you guys. I have the Milani Under Eye Brightener Conceal and Perfect in number 4. And we're going to use this underneath the eyes as well as on the lip to cover up some of that melasma. I do have dark circles under my eyes. Just like that. We're going to go across the lip as well. And this is just going to help to cancel out some of the darkness that's underneath. And then also, let's see, we have a sponge here. We're going to use the sponge and just press this in a little. And then after we press this in, let's go in and get some stuff going here with the face. So I do have a base, a foundation from La Mer. It's the Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF. I've had this before, but I had it in the shade Sepia, which is a little bit too dark for my skin. So I went ahead and I picked up the shade Amber 53. This is Amber 53, and I think this is a better fit. So yes, this is really expensive foundation. I know that, but I did not pay full price for it. Your girl doesn't do that ever. Instead, I went to Blue Mercury, and that's where I purchased this one. And I think I got it for like 90 bucks with shipping, 98 bucks probably, something like that. So we're going to take this and we're going to start just kind of dotting it all over the face. I don't want to put too much on. I just want to have enough to even out the tone of my skin. And this is a good, the sepia is a good match, but this is a better match for the colder months for me. And really, it's a better match in general for a lot of the year because I live in Seattle. Vivo en Seattle. Y aquí no tenemos mucho sol. Most of the year, we don't have a lot of sun. It's kind of like gray. Tenemos muchos nubes y días con, yeah, just gray sky days. Just very dark. It's a dark place to live. We're so far north, too. I think sometimes people forget that. You know, we're like a hop, skip, and a jump from Alaska. So Canada's right upstairs. Can you see? I like this foundation because it really is very, like, almost neutral. It's very close to the skin. It's cerca del piel y it's not, no tiene mucho rojo y no tiene demasiado amarillo. It's just kind of like in between. It's not too much red, not too much yellow. It's just in the middle of it. But it's not that kind of neutral either where it looks like gray. So, oh, what do I have in my hair? Goodness. Foundation or powder or something. We'll get that out later. Okay, I think that's good. So for my, okay, let's finish the eyes first and then I'll think about using a bronzer. I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Concealer in the shade M21. And eso tiene amarillo, pero as yellow, but me gusta porque abajo mis ojos, I want it to be like a little bit light a luz. Y I think it just looks better. So you can brighten the eye some. But remember, guys, this is highly pigmented. Like, you don't need a lot. I already probably used too much. Creo que sí uso demasiado. Oops. It's fine. We'll figure it out. And I'm going to actually use my brush from Morphe. This is the M173. I love this concealer brush. And we're just going to take it. I'm going to start working in the concealer. I like to use a brush because I feel like it gives me a lot more control. But you can see what I mean by like the yellow. I like that because it's very brightening. And a lot of people do. They use the, mucha gente usa el polvo con amarillo para abajo a los ojos. A lot of people use a yellow powder for under the eye because it just looks better. It just somehow perks everything up. Even if you're going to have like a deep, sultry look, you don't always want to have that carry over to the rest of your face. You want to be able to have a good sort of differentiation between the eye look and the skin. I know you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I know you are. Okay, so that's good. That's plenty. You don't need more than that. See what I mean? How it looks like skin? That's what we're going for. We want it to look like that. So now let's go in with some powder. We have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 3 Tan. And we're going to set the under eyes with this powder. If I can open the case. Why do I always have so much trouble opening this damn case? There. Hee hee hee. So we're going to take our little puff from Amazon and we're just going to go underneath the eye. It's coming right up here. And then we're going to set the rest of the face as well. But I like this powder for under the eye because it's a really finely milled powder. Yeah, that's good. All right, and then for the rest of the face, we're going to go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. We have this one in the shade 001 Transparent. And this powder keeps your foundation from moving, period. That's it. Your foundation's going nowhere. I've bought this powder more times than I can count. Hit pan every single time. But I'm pretty heavy-handed when it comes to my powders. I really like to use them. I get all up in it because that's what's going to keep my makeup from migrating all over my face. It's going to keep it from getting onto my clothes. So I'm very liberal with the powder for sure. All right, for my, I feel like my face is too flat or something, so I'm going to actually go in with the bronzer. This one is from NARS. It's in the shade Laguna 4, and it's a cream bronzer. This one right here. I really like this one a lot. It's so pretty. This definitely is like, it's got red in it, yes. So, but it's not too, I don't know how to put it. It's not too much like, no tiene demasiado rojo. It's like, es perfecto. Está perfecto. Look at that. Can you see that? How it's just like, it's warm and inviting without being like super dramatic, like lots of bronze. It's just, it's a more natural look to me. It has a more natural feel to it. And I definitely like to put my bronzer right up into my hairline. And I'm sure you've seen me do this 10,000 times already, but I do need to point it out for those of you that are new. Welcome. Okay, so let's bring it down. So typically when I do my bronzer too, I do it in the shape of a 3. So we're going to come back down here and we're going to go like this. And we're going to go down here. We want that kind of chiseled look. And we're going to throw the blush right on top of this bronzer. Don't trip, it's all going to blend, I promise. Right down there to the jaw. Yes. That's what we're going for. Bronzy. Ah, good times. All right, so we're going to set that down for a minute. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of the Gucci blush. This is in the shade number 6, Warm Berry. This is another blush that has had me in an absolute chokehold because look, that's why. I love this color, you guys. It's so pretty. I really don't know what else to say. So I'm going to pop this on. Plus it does have a glow to it. So you know how I don't really wear highlighters? This has like a highlighter built into it. I'm sure you can see it. It's like just glowy. And I'm about that life. All about that life. And you know that I love blush. So I tend to put a lot on. And apologize for nothing. Love it. So much fun. Let's get that up in there, right? All right. Let's get serious. Come on. Come on. That's enough. That's plenty. Okay, so now that we've put plenty of blush on the face, we've blended it in with our bronzer. Let's go back in really, really quick with just a little more powder, right? And we're going to set all of these creams that we just put onto the face. That way it doesn't move. Okay. Now let's finish this off with a spray so we can really lock it in. We're going to use the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish Setting Spray, and it's the 16-hour wear. Yes, I do. I use a lot of spray. Sí. Uso mucho setting spray. ¿Cómo se dice setting spray? In French, it says réglage du vaporisateur. I need to know what it says in Spanish, though. So help me out in the comment section, you guys. I need to start writing these words down so I can remember them and use them all the time. So while we're waiting for that to dry, we are going to go in with the NYX Stick It for the eyebrows. I keep putting this stuff on in completely different orders. You're going to notice that now that I mention it in probably every video. But I just can't figure out when I want to put it on. I just know I want to put it on. My eyebrows are tattooed, for those of you that are new. But I just want to have something that like makes them seem a little more something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know I'm looking for something. And I do like the way that this feels. This is a really nice product. So if you're looking for a brow gel, I do recommend that one. Okay, so let's get to lining a little bit. We're going to use Rockstar from Urban Decay to line the eyes. And we're going to go right over the lash line, and then we're going to come into the waterline as well. We're going to go right here into the top. Make sure we get all the blank spaces, right? And then I'm not going to line my lower lash line with this liner because it's too dark. It's going to close my eyes off, and I don't want that. I want my eyes to still have a good shape to them. And then often if I line my lower lash line with a darker shade, it does age me. So I want to avoid that as well. I don't need help with that. I've already got that going. No problem. Is that good? Maybe a little bit more. I see a couple blank spaces. Yeah, that's better. I think this side was okay. Okay. And then for my lower lash line, we want to do the mirroring. We're going to do that mirror thing that I talk about constantly. So let's grab a brush that's flat. I'm going to use this one, and we're just going to mirror the colors that we already put onto the eye. So we're going from here to here to get that nice angle. And this is sort of my way of still being able to line my lower lash, but not in the waterline where it's going to close it off, because you want to still have that kind of natural pinky brown. And then we're going to finish with that glittery, sparkly color that I'm loving so much, that Cosmic Shift. So beautiful. And then, I don't know, maybe I want to use one more shade. I kind of want to try that gold. a little bit. I kind of want to try it. Let's try it. So, vamos a usar Galaxy Glow. Let's see. Let's try it out. We're going to use the same brush. I'm going to see what it looks like. Wow. It's like a white gold. Did you guys ever use NARS Albatross? If you did, that's what this looks like. It looks almost identical. I think I have that somewhere in my collection. It'd be sitting with the blushes. Okay, yeah. Oh no. Can I clean that up? Oops. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can clean it up a little bit. I think I have a Q-tip here. And that's what I get for going overboard, you guys. I'm always doing something, huh? Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Whew, okay. And then what happened to my brush? All right, perfect. Like nothing ever happened. Whew, that's crazy, you guys. Just putting too much on. All right, that's good. We've been hanging out for 40 minutes. Oh my gosh, let me hurry up and get up out of here. I'm not trying to take all your time. So we have the Tower 28 mascara. We're going to pop this on. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a lip. So let me just focus on the mascara for now. I love this mascara. Have you guys bought this? Did you try it? Did you get it during the Sephora sale? Speaking of Sephora sale, that should be the next video that goes up, I think. I need to film it first though, huh? That would help to film it so it can go up. I have this bag sitting next to me and it's been sitting next to me for like a couple of weeks. I just haven't filmed the video yet. To be fair, I was waiting for stuff to come in. But it's here now, so I need to get my life together. And let's do the bottom. And remember I mentioned to you about this wand. It's one of those wands where when you're doing the bottom lashes, you're not pulling it down. You're going to do it sideways, like back and forth, and that's good enough. That will cover your lashes. It was a learning curve for me because I couldn't figure out why I was getting the mascara underneath, but that's why. It's not really intended to be used that way. Honestly, what is wrong with me? I am literally paying no attention. I'm just yakking my head off. It's because I'm talking too much. If you know me in person, you know I talk a lot. So, yeah. Guess we'll clean this up too. So, when you have mascara like this, what you want to do is wait for it to dry first. After it dries, you can flake it off with a Q-tip. So let it dry first. This mascara dries quickly, so I'm assuming it's already dry. So here's what you do. You just take it and you gently flake it off, and then it doesn't smudge. But always wait for it to dry first. What lip should I use? I don't even have a lipstick over here. It's just a train wreck today. How about maybe this one? What is this one? This is Fenty Glossy Bomb. We'll use this one. I keep wearing the chocolate one, but I'm going to use this one today. I love this stuff. It smells good. It smells like a lip smacker. Ta-da! All done. What do you guys think? Is this a good going out look? I think it is. I think it's going to be fun. Just something a little bit darker, a little sultry, you know, hang out with the girls, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your time. I really do, you guys. You're the best. Thank you so, so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.